A point of inflection is a point where the curve changes from concave down to concave up or vice versa. Now, in the previous video, we discussed about concavity. Now, we said that when the curve is concave down, like what we have on the left here, then the second derivative will be less than 0, okay? Or the slope of the slope will be less than 0. And when it's concave up here, then the slope of the slope will be greater than 0. Now, the point where those two concavity changes, the point where concavity changes is what's called the point of inflection. So this one here is what we call the point of inflection. Okay? Now, at this point, concavity changes. So here, concavity changes. As you can see, what you have on the left, we have the graph being concave down and then concave up. And where the concavity changes, it's what's called the point of inflection. On the right, we have that as well. Of course, this is a point of inflection. But in terms of concavity, then we can observe, we can see that on the left, the gradient is decreasing, which means the gradient of the gradient will be less than 0. And on the right of the inflection point, the gradient is increasing, which means the gradient of the gradient will be greater than 0. Will be greater than 0. So these are the key things that you need to remember wherever you have a question asking about point of inflection.